Are you sure you want to do it?
Yes.
Give me your passport.
Thank you.
Next.
Chungking Express was a good movie, but it had nothing to do with Chungking Mansions. And the people who try to understand Chungking Mansions from Chungking Express are stupid. 20 years ago, the building was fairly dangerous. There were fires, there were crimes that took place. There's not a whole lot that goes on now, and police tell me that it's safer than most other buildings of its size in the area. And now it has some tourists, but even more, it's a center of low-end globalization. All kinds of traders from Africa and from South Asia come into Chungking Mansions so that they can do trade. And they buy mobile phones, they buy clothing, they buy all kinds of goods that they can take back to their home countries. The real significance of China, I think, is that it makes really cheap goods. Often poor quality goods, but they're cheap in price. And the important thing about this is much of Africa, much of South Asia can't afford new top-of-the-line goods. So the goods made in South China, in Guangdong province, are incredibly important for creating globalization that the rest of the world can enjoy. The poor part of the world, the developing world, can enjoy. That's what Chungking Mansions provides, and more than that, it's what China provides. Another interesting issue is between the Muslim believers, who are very strict, and many of the Hong Kong girls and Chinese girls who are wearing very short skirts. It's sort of different because many of the Muslims don't know what it's like. They've never seen women, wearing short skirts and so on before. And so they're very surprised. And they wonder, wow, are those bad women? And that's part of the cultural difference that you see. Many of them get used to it. And after a while they say, okay, well, that's okay, people are different. And I think Chungking Mansions, because you have so many different kinds of people there, breeds tolerance. Very often you see an interesting cultural clash on Friday nights and Saturday nights when you see lots of Pakistanis and Indians and Africans sitting outside Chungking Mansions and lots of Hong Kong people, for example, at 10 or 11 at night, leaving bars and walking by. And the two groups stare at each other and don't understand each other. But if ever they were to talk, they might find that their dreams in life are remarkably similar.